There's going to be a little bit of everything for everyone and likely a whole lot more for those higher elevations south of Buffalo. 28 degrees right now, feels like 16. The southerly winds are in place right now, but as they begin to switch out of the southwest, we'll get some lake effect to set up. Not only that, but we have some gusty winds. They're over 30-mile-an-hour gusts, 35-mile-an-hour gusts into the evening between Buffalo and right along the lakeshore towards Dunkirk. We've had anywhere between 30 and 40-mile-an-hour gusts for the day. Winter weather advisories for Buffalo and areas north and east begin at 7 p.m. through 10 a.m. on Wednesday. And then the longer duration is going to be south of Buffalo. So almost right along that 20A line southward, going from 1 a.m. through the overnight and lasting through the day on Thursday and even early Friday. And then into northern Pennsylvania, 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Wednesday. Looking at things now, a little bit of a lull. We had a batch of snow roll through. Winds will become more southwesterly into the evening, and then we'll get some lake effect to set up, and especially north of Buffalo as we head into the early overnight. There'll be a little bit of a lull and then another shot of snow coming in after that. Not only that, but we're going to watch temperatures that will rise right into the middle 30s. So we'll likely see some rain begin to mix in. So for what happens tonight, it's primarily all a North Towns gig. It's going to be that 2 to 4 inch mark potential in early Wednesday. Otherwise, areas near Buffalo and just to the south of Buffalo likely to see an inch or so, and across the southern tier really not too much at all until we get into early tomorrow. Temperatures will be right near 30 degrees and then start to rise into the mid 30s as we head throughout the day on Wednesday, even topping out close to 40, having some rain mix in as well. So a sloppy day for Wednesday. Winds will be quite gusty, southwest 20-mile-an-hour winds. Gusts will be higher than that, and we'll see some accumulating snow as well. So our hourly forecast into the evening, when it finally begins to set up, it primarily is going to be north of Buffalo into the overnight tonight, and a general snow then comes in just before we get into the morning commute and likely starting to mix in with some rain during that time frame. Into the early afternoon for Buffalo, between the falls towards Rochester, right along the lakeshore, all in the form of rain, and then the higher elevations likely staying in the form of snow. As winds begin to shift, we're going to deal with lake effect snow with the connection to the upper lakes, even off of Lake Ontario for Orleans County, but more so those areas south of Buffalo and ski country, lasting all the way through the day on Thursday and even early on Friday. So as for snowfall totals south of Buffalo into the day on Wednesday, we'll see around that 4 to 6 inch mark by Wednesday evening. And then as we continue with those streamers with the connections to the upper lakes, you're likely looking at nearly a foot of snow later on Thursday, and possibly just a touch more than that as everything winds down Thursday night and into early Friday. We'll have temperatures chilly once again. We're going below the freezing mark. We may even be in the teens for Sunday. So we'll still be holding on to some lake effect snow showers, but it's a good bit below average, at least 15 degrees as we head into the upcoming weekend.
And I know you'll be tracking